Hey guys, I got another special update video here for you today. Well, another project is complete. It's been a long road, very long road. It's been since 2016 since I started Golden Sun, but we finally finished Golden Sun Dark Dawn, which is honestly a big milestone for me because it was my first time actually recording DS games, so well, actually recording DS games using a capture card in a way. I did record DS games in the past using emulators, but well, this was a big milestone for me. Not only that, I finished a series that I started a long time ago. My very first Let's Play was Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advance. Back almost 7 years at this point. Oh my gosh, I can't even consider that. I've got to make another update video here soon because in the next 2 months it'll be my 7th anniversary of doing this channel. But it was a big deal for me to finish this game up because I had completely finished a series that was very near and dear to my heart. I did a Let's Play of every single one of those games in the series. And it made me really happy knowing that I actually did complete walkthroughs of those games in a way. And it was a big deal for me. It's been a big deal for me, and I know a lot of you guys, it's a big deal for you guys too, because you've been waiting on those. Now, that kind of segues me to the next topic I wanted to talk about, and that's projects in the future. As of right now, I have to tell you guys, because I know I get comments all the time, and it's usually whenever I cover a game, and it has a sequel, someone always asks me, and it's no fault of them, I don't blame them at all, but usually I get comments on my videos asking me, well, when are you going to do the sequel? When are you going to do the next game in the series? Well, it totally depends on two factors. My time. First one's my time, because whether or not I have the time to do it, because I don't like to play games if I don't know very much about it. I still do a lot of research when I do my Let's Plays, unless it's a blind playthrough, because, well, that defeats the purpose of a blind playthrough. And even then, I still do research on on some of those things every now and then, like I did with Final Fantasy. I wanted to do some of the side quests in Final Fantasy, and I had to look up how to do them. But usually whenever I record a game on this channel, I've done extensive amounts of playthroughs or research to be done, so that way I can be able to talk about it, because I want to treat my videos as walkthrough videos, because that's kind of what I base my channel off of. I really wanted to talk about the games that I like, and I like to, share knowledge on what some people might not know. I know a lot of people who didn't know about certain things in certain games, and when I bring them up, they're like, oh, I didn't know that this was there. So I just, that's why I usually do these videos anyways, is because I kind of want to teach people, especially on my favorite hobby, pastime of all time, and that's playing video games. I know a lot of stuff about some things, and I like to research stuff about that. Now, how this relates to sequels and games, I have not played every single game in the series, or if I haven't played very much of it. I'll give you a prime example of this. I get a lot of comments asking me when I'm going to do Record of Agarest War Zero, because one of my most popular playthroughs on this channel is my Record of Agarest War playthrough, and I don't blame you. I'd probably ask the same question when that person's going to do the sequel, or prequel in this matter. For this example, I have not played Agarest War Zero. I played through it. I actually beat it. Okay, I've beaten the game. I've only beaten it once, though. Whenever I record a game, I'd like to have practice. And I'd like to know what I'm doing. And I'd like to not, get stumped, in a way. Or not know where everything is, where I can convey the information to you guys in a video format. And Agarest War Zero, for this example, I have not 100%ed the game, for instance. I have not done all the extra stuff that game has to offer. Or I have not beaten it on the hardest difficulty setting because, the last game required you to beat it on the hardest difficulty setting to unlock everything, to even access all the extra content that game has to offer. And if I remember, Zero was the same way. You had to play it on the hardest difficulty. But I'd like to know what I'm doing when I record videos. And that's one reason why I usually tell people whenever they ask me if it might take a while. It's a work in progress. And I like to mention that because I know that's a commonly asked question on my channel. And I'd like to be straightforward with people, especially. I know examples of this in particular were games like Agarest War Zero is one, Tales of Xillia 2 is one, and Spyro, the other Spyro games after Spyro 1 are another. Now, the second reason in particular, it might just be because I don't like the game and I'd rather not go through it. And I usually hate giving this answer to a lot of people because I try to be optimistic about every video game I've ever played. I've tried to look in the bright side about a lot of games that I haven't done later in the series. Prime example of that is the best example I can say is I didn't like BioShock 2, for instance. I don't like BioShock 2 as much as the first game. And I know I said that about Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I didn't like it as much as The Lost Age and the original. But the thing is, though, I still like Dark Dawn. Whereas BioShock 2, it's really hard for me to get back to that game. And I'll eventually record it. Maybe I'll go back through it again one day, and I'll be alright with it. I'll look at it in a new light. But my first playthrough, I didn't care for the game, and why should I record something I don't like? I don't like playing things that I don't like. It doesn't produce very good commentary for me, in a way. I don't like getting mad. I'm that type of gamer where I try my best not to get angry at video games. And sometimes I just don't want to record a game that's the next part in the series. And I really hope that's a good answer enough for you guys. But why am I saying all this is because I know I'm about ready to tell you what my next project is. I've really thought about this for a long time. I've had a lot of conundrums about what I could do next after Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I've had plenty of polls. I've had plenty of asked questions on Twitter, because that's usually where I interact with most of my fan base. And I've come to the conclusion. My next project is actually going to be 2 games. And I know I just talked about not doing 2 games again, but as of right now, I've kind of got the time to do it. I'm in between jobs, and I've gained time in a way to take on 2 projects. The next major Let's Plays that we're going to be seeing on this channel are Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. We are going to be taking a look at these 2 games, and the reason why I'm doing these 2 games together is because I kind of want to reflect my first time I delved into these series. The first time I did it was in 2014 with Metroid Prime and The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. I kind of like that because when I was growing up, and it gave me stuff to talk about in general. When I had started those Let's Plays, I talked about the story of when I got my GameCube the first time. I got Metroid Prime and The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker in a combo pack and stuff like that. I think I talked about that. It's kind of actually rare. A rare dual pack you can see nowadays. If you go look on eBay, it's like worth like $700, and I'm really thankful I still have that. But mainly because I kind of like that synergy that these two series had. I kind of want to continue this tradition. So as of right now, we're going to be going into the next game in the series for the Prime series anyways. And I figured, why not do my second favorite Zelda game? And that's Twilight Princess. So that's the next project we're going to be working on. And I know the reason why I said that, and what I said before, is I'd probably be getting a lot of questions why I'm not doing so-and-so game, such game. And I just kind of wanted to tell you guys why I'm not doing such game right now. Because I still have to practice those games in my free time in order to fully be able to do a Let's Play of it. At least for my standards. But that is what I really wanted to talk about with this channel update, is more or less I wanted to talk about what I'm going to be doing next and what to expect and answer a common question I get most of the time. And I do want to update on you guys on one thing in particular I haven't really talked about. I've only ever talked about on Twitter, so if you guys want to know a lot of the stuff that's dealing with my life and the channel itself, go follow me on Twitter. I have a Facebook. I think I mentioned this in my last update video. I have a Facebook, but I don't really actively use it. I'm more active on Twitter. Twitter is my favorite social media platform, so I tweet a lot. So you guys can follow me on Twitter. I always have my links to my social media pages in every video that I have going forward. So you guys can follow me there. There's the links to those sites there. But I came to the conclusion of doing these two games based on a lot of feedback I've had from you guys. I know a couple years ago I had put up a super poll. I didn't even have these games on there. And one of these polls, and this is years ago, so don't mind me. I had asked, what would you guys like to do after Golden Sun Dark Dawn? Well, that time's down. And none of those games I'm going to be doing. And I'm sorry I even wasted your guys' time with that poll. Mainly, the one that won that poll was Bravely Default. And I can definitely guarantee you on that, I'm not going to be doing that game anytime soon. And it's one major reason. I haven't even finished it yet. The game itself, it's kind of one of those situations with, like, Bioshock. Bioshock 2, for instance. I'm having a real hard time just finishing the game. And it's mostly because of the endgame. And the endgame is such a slog to go through, it's not even worth it in my opinion. So, I don't even know if I'm even going to record that series. But, I might one day. I might change my mind. I still got to finish it, though. So, I am so sorry I even wasted your guys' time with that. But as of right now, the next two Let's Plays I'm doing are Metroid Prime 2 Echoes and The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. The last thing I wanted to talk about before I end this video off is something that's rather important, and like I said, I mentioned this on Twitter before. I am no longer affiliated with my partnership program. I lost my partnership program about a month ago, I want to say. Yeah, about a month ago. And it was mostly because of the new YouTube rules. I still had enough subscribers and watch time hours that YouTube implemented that I just rejoined the YouTube partnership program. I didn't, instead of being with my partnership program via MCN, I am now partnered with YouTube. I went and applied there, and they immediately accepted me because I qualified for it. As of right now, so I am no longer affiliated with Broadband TV, I just wanted to kind of update you guys on that because it was kind of a big deal when it happened, because it was just out of nowhere. I got an email and it was just, you know, after that it just let me go. I'm not upset about it. I kind of had a hunch it was coming, so I'm not too upset about it. But I just wanted to let you guys know I'm now partnered with YouTube. I'm not partnered with TGN. So I just wanted to, that'd be like the last little thing I update you guys, because I never really formally came out in video and said I was out of it. So anyways, guys, that'll do it for this channel update. I know this was kind of a beefy one, but I just wanted to kind of go over a couple things before I start uploading I start recording, for that matter, a new project and everything. And I just wanted to thank you guys so much for sticking with me all this time and giving my channel a chance, and just, you know, enjoying my content and commenting whenever you guys can. But anyways, guys, I will see you guys in the next video I do. Take care, everybody.